Gee willikers. I know I'm inside the most powerful weapon for miles and I could easily just blitz through this army and win the war, but that man is challenging me to a duel. I sure hope this won't come back to bite me in the butt.
Gee willikers. I know that I should probably execute this young man, take his Gundam, reverse engineer it, and give one to every single one of my soldiers, but this fight was so much fun that I hope to fight him a second time in the future. I sure hope this won't come back to bite me in the butt.
Mobile Suit Gundam Wing is an anime that originally aired on April 7th, 1995. Like G Gundam the year before, it takes place in a universe separate from the Universal Century. It holds a special place in my heart for being one of the first anime I saw as a kid, and for teaching me how to talk to women.
I'll kill you.
Still a better love story than Twilight. The basic plot is similar to many of the other Gundam plot lines. You have the space colonies and you have the Earth governments, known collectively as the United Earth Sphere Alliance, or UESA. The space colonies want independence. The UESA have bigger guns. So, quick background, the space colonies elect a leader by the name of Hiro Yui to lead them. Because Hiro Yui's policies around peace and demilitarization, he gains popularity not just in the colonies, but on Earth as well. So, Hiro Yui is assassinated by a man by the name of Odin Lowe. Odin Lowe is an agent of the Organization of the Zodiac, i.e. Oz, one of the main villain groups in the series. This throws the colonies into disarray and gives the UESA an excuse to introduce peacekeeping measures. Some VIPs from the space colonies begin planning a counterattack against the UESA. This counterattack was known as Operation Meteor. Basically, the space colonies would drop one of their colonies onto planet Earth, crippling it. Afterwards, the space colonies would send down the 5 Gundams to clean up what's left of the UESA military. On the day that Operation Meteor was set to commence, the 5 scientists that developed the Gundams had a change of heart. Somehow, realizing that dropping a whole colony onto planet Earth would be pretty fucking horrific, they decided to just send the 5 Gundams to fight Oz directly. Gundam Wing focuses around the 5 pilots of the Gundams. Though the pilot of Wing Gundam is inarguably the main character of the series, the other 4 receive comparable screen time and development. These pilots were the pilot of the Wing Gundam. We never find out what his real name is, but he assumes the codename Hiro Yui after the former political leader of the colonies. He is also the biological son of Odin Lowe, the man who killed the original Hiro Yui. Just a little fun fact I found while perusing the wiki. Besides the aforementioned talking to women scene, Hiro's most memorable scene would be this one.
Mission accepted.
The pilot of Gundam Death Scythe is named Duel Maxwell. Again, not his birth name, that is never given. He named himself Duel from his time living on the streets and took the surname Maxwell from the church that adopted him. Fun fact, he was one of several orphans taken in by the church. While the other children were happily adopted, Duel's foster parents sent him back to the church. Wait. Why did I say that was a fun fact? Duel refers to himself as the god of death in the dub, or as a Shinigami in the Japanese version. So, you know, total Shunin.
Let's only take the weapons and war itself along with us to hell.
As the name suggests, his Gundam Death Scythe, his main weapon is a scythe. As for Duel, probably his most memorable scene in the series is the pilot of Gundam Heavy Arms is known as Troll Barden, again, not his real name. The original Troll was murdered because he was pushing for the original version of Operation Meteor, so, you know, he was a dick. Though, to be fair, the original Troll's father was the mastermind behind Operation Meteor. A mechanic, then known as No Name, took the original Troll Barden's place. Besides that, I'll say that Troa and Hero seem to have a contest to see who gives the least amount of fucks during the anime. Technically, Hero blinked first, but come on. Prior to the start of the story, No Name was a child soldier / mercenary on Earth. Did I mention that the 5 pilots are all 15 at the start of the series? Yeah. The 4th pilot is Katra Rababa Winner, and that's actually his real name. Katra is the pilot of Gundam Sandrock. Sandrock is the lamest of the 5. His main weapon are a set of curved swords called Shoto? Here's how it's spelled, you figure it out. Why is that lame? Well, the Wing Gundam gets a giant beam rifle, beam sabers, and the ability to transform into a mobile fighter mode. Death Scythe gets a scythe, and the upgraded version gets a cloaking system. Heavy Arms is Mordaka. Shenlong gets a beam trident and a dragon arm that gets longer depending on his mood. Sandrock gets a couple of metal swords. Oh, the swords can heat up, giving them heat damage. So I guess there's that. I mean, I guess he's the only one that doesn't need to worry about ammo or weapon battery, but still, it's kinda lame. Most interesting thing about Katra is that he has 29 older sisters. Yeah, 29. He's the only boy born into his family. He's also the only one of the 30 that wasn't a test tube baby. Which sounds kinda cool until you learn that his mother died in childbirth. Probably should have stuck to test tubes. On Earth, Katra teams up with the Maganap Corp, a rebel organization that is against the UESA. A group that would probably be stanned by political commentators if this anime came out today. The final pilot is Shang Wufei, the pilot of Gundam Shenlong. No, not that one. Shenlong was clearly inspired by the Dragon Gundam from G Gundam that came out the year before. While cool, honestly, just trying to figure out how this weapon works makes my head hurt. Wufei refers to Shenlong as Nataku, the nickname of Wufei's late wife. Again, these dudes are all 15. And this guy was not only married, but his wife died. These 5 carry more baggage than people 3 times their age. How the F are any of them still sane?
He's only a baby. A woman? Now it makes sense. She's a woman.
Choa, why didn't you dodge the knife?
I'm not paid to dodge.
Huh?
I'll kill you.
Hiro.
How come I can't kill her? Are you listening, woman? Huh? You saw I was a kid and you underestimated me. You're a weak soldier. I don't kill bleeding hearts or women.
Why are you erect right now?
I am the god of death.
Oh, right. Didn't really notice that when I was a kid. Wufei's wife died prior to the series when she jumped into a mobile suit to defend their colony. It was this event that formed Wufei's view of women on the battlefield. Listen, he gets better at the end. Or worse, I guess, depending on your own opinions. Besides the 5 pilots, there's an assortment of side characters best categorized as pro-war, pro-peace, and questionable taste in men. The following characters fit into the latter. Relina Peacecraft is the first character I wanted to talk about, as she is easily the most popular of the side characters in the die for our ship trope.
How come I can't kill her?
Zex Marquise, despite being a pilot of Oz, tends to be popular for his rivalry with both Hero and Treize Crucianata. In contrast, Milardo Peacecraft is the leader of White Fang, a second villain organization, alongside Oz. Oh, thank God you came back, Zex. Milardo was just here. That guy's a giant dick. Lady An is up next on my list, and Lady An is the perfect waifu. Hear me out. She'll keep things clean for you.
What?
Now can we?
She'll actually threaten an entire population into surrendering on your behalf, and then gaslight that population into thinking you were the one that wanted peace the whole time. This woman falls into a coma, wakes up, jumps in a Gundam, flies into outer space just to take a shot that might have killed her man. Yeah, this woman gets her own ranking. Finally, we have Treize Crucianata, leader of Oz. Despite the many, many times he could have ended this conflict if he had just pulled the trigger, Treize is actually an intelligent villain. Early in the series, several high-ranking members of the UESA are at a summit discussing potential peace talks with the space colonies. Treize leaks the location of the summit to the space colonies, but makes it sound like the summit is being held solely by members of Oz. This information is transmitted to the 5 pilots, who then attack the conference, killing the UESA high brass and allowing Treize to maneuver Oz as the head of the UESA. The worst part about Treize Crucianata, I can 100% believe why so many people put their lives on the line for him. At one point, Wu Fei asks him how many people have died for his ideals. A lesser man may have answered, "Oh, how many grains of rice have you eaten?" or some such. Treize's answer is a bit different.
As of yesterday, 99,822 people.
What?
Lady, how many have died today?
So far, we have received confirmation of the deaths of 82 White Fang soldiers and 105 of our own soldiers.
I see. Give me their names later on today.
Yes, sir, I will.
Damn you!
Do yourself a favor, watch Gundam Wing, and you too can have Riz.
I'll kill you.